Sorry in advance, but I just been in a weird flexy mood. I just want to like show off some stuff that I'm kind of proud to own for some reason. So for today's video, I just want to show off 5 of the rarest things that I own in my personal opinion. Some of these could be rare in some people's eyes and some of it might not be at all. But for me at least, I kind of cherish these because of various reasons, but also, you know, of course, along with the fact that they're kind of rare to some extent. And I'll try my best to go over like I guess the prices of how much they go for around online, but usually I just kind of want to talk about them and then like the way I got them and you know how I feel about them. So enough diddly daddling, let's actually get into the video. So coming in at number 5, I have a physical copy of Fortnite Save the World. Now this one is very special because even though Fortnite has released a lot of physical copies, quote unquote physical copies, they're more like it's like a physical case with like a code inside, not an actual disc. There was only 2 times that they've actually released a physical disc for Fortnite, and one of them was the Deep Freeze bundle released for the Xbox One. I don't know why it was just the Xbox One that had a physical disc of Fortnite for some reason. And then the other time was when they were releasing Save the World originally and not Battle Royale. They had physical copies released throughout, you know, the world. I don't know how much there was, but like, you know, during this time, I'm pretty sure Epic Games or Fortnite did not expect, you know, their game to blow up as big as it did. But, you know, they still wanted to succeed in some fashion. So they, of course, released physical copies around the world. And I'm pretty sure the physical copy you get is mainly a code for the Digital Deluxe Edition. Of course, you know, again, like I said, you do get a physical disc in the case, but you know, like the main content, I think it's mainly for the Digital Deluxe rather than like the standard or anything higher than that. It's really interesting because if you do put the disc inside your PS4 or PS5, it will force you to use the disc. You can't like just, you know, remove it and play digitally. You know, you have to keep the disc inside once you put it in. So because of that, you know, I'm not going to really put it in my PS4/PS5, but still, nonetheless, it was kind of interesting, really nice to see. I think like a physical copy goes for like $100 or so, which I mean, I guess it makes sense that it's kind of like an ancient type of thing. I say that like physical discs are pretty ancient. They're not, but like, you know, for Fortnite, or at least for Save the World Fortnite, it kind of is. And the way I actually got this was kind of interesting because I remember going to a random game store in Seattle and I was selling a lot of stuff over there, mainly my old amiibos. And then, you know, I was given store credit to buy stuff. And as I was looking around, I saw they had a physical copy of Fortnite, you know, completely sealed. And I was like, you know what, let me just buy it. Let me get it because, you know, I did overhear like this was kind of a hard thing to find. So, you know, seeing it in a game store like that was pretty cool. And it was full price for $60. And I got that and it was pretty nice. And of course, unfortunately, I did open it up, but I used the code that was actually inside. I gave it to my alt account, and therefore I have 2 methods of getting V-Bucks. I have 2 accounts that I have now that have Saved the World Founders Edition that I can get V-Bucks from. So it's really nice to have in case, you know, I want to get like a skin and I can't, you know, buy V-Bucks. It's really nice to have, you know, kind of an emergency or, you know, when I'm bored, I can play, like do stuff to get V-Bucks and just save up. So really nice to have, especially, you know, for someone who's addicted to Fortnite like me. It's really great, and honestly I will cherish this for a while. Honestly, as long as I like Fortnite, I'll definitely love the fact that I got this physical copy. Now coming up next, we have something from an old franchise that I used to like, and I kind of still like now, and that is Skylanders Trap Team. And specifically what I have here is a light trap that is used for the game, and specifically this design being a light rocket trap. And the reason why I want to say this is pretty rare is of 2 things. First of all, during this time of first Skylanders, they just introduced 2 new elements, being the light and dark element, and because they were fairly introduced late into the game for Trap Team, of course there wasn't that many sold for both the light and dark sets. And along with the sets that came out, they also, of course, released respective stuff for the game, like Trap Masters, core characters, expansions, and traps. And the reason why this is interesting is because a lot of people, they commonly buy, you know, the expansion for the new element. And in the light expansion that I have, and I actually have proof because I have the level for the expansion pack and the main Trap Master, the trap that came with it actually was an owl trap. And first of all, I wish I still had that because, you know, the fractured owl, you know, pretty cool, you know, but I don't know what happened. I somehow lost it when I was moving a while ago, so that's really unfortunate. But, you know, it's common to have that trap because it commonly came with the light expansion pack. So when I recently was looking through my old collection, I found this light rocket trap and I was really confused because I had no clue why I have this, you know. It's like, you know, I thought I should have the owl one. Why don't I have that? And I have this instead. And it turns out I actually was able to find an old archive of a YouTube video I made when I was a kid. But for some reason, my like dumbass younger self decided to just buy another light trap for some reason. And the reason why, I guess, was because in the box, in the package, it said that the light trap for the rocket design came with a special trap villain, and that's true. Yeah, like when I put it in the game, it was like a special variant of a common villain, and that's like a kind of a rare thing, I guess. So because of that, I guess that's why I bought it. And I honestly, I don't know why I did. I easily could have bought like a dark trap or the dark expansion. I don't know what was wrong with me. So you know, no, I shouldn't hate on my younger self, but yeah, no, apparently I just bought another light trap for some reason because it had a special Skylander, and yeah, that's that, unfortunately. And for some reason I have that over the actual light trap that I could use to capture anybody else, and that's kind of unfortunate, honestly, because like I said, this is a special variant Skylander. I'm not sure if I can, you know, like trap another villain, because if I do that, it'll get rid of this variant, and you can only get the variant through the trap, and if I try to get it through any other methods, it's just the normal villain. So it's like, do I get rid of it to enjoy the game, or do I keep it for the fact that it's kind of rare? So I'm kind of in a conundrum for this, but honestly, I think I might just keep it. You know, it's like I'm currently in the phase where I'm getting back into Skylanders, so it's like I want to enjoy as much as I can, but it's like I don't want to mess up anything just in case if it's, you know, kind of rare or something, you know. So I guess I'll just keep it for now, but that's kind of an unfortunate situation. And I think on eBay, it's not too big of a deal, honestly, though, because like I think on eBay it goes for around like 55 to 60 bucks, so it shouldn't really be a big deal if I really want to get it. I mean, 50 to 60 bucks is a lot for like one thing, honestly, but like I don't know, like it's like I guess it's like if I really need to, I could override it, but I just want to see if there's any way I can preserve specifically that villain, and then I'll see what I want to do with the trap. And speaking of Skylanders, up next on my rare things, it's kind of not that big of a deal, honestly, but it is to me, and it's the fact that I have some sealed Skylanders, and it's mainly this pack right here. It's a Superchargers like level pack, not really level pack, more like a race pack. What it includes is, of course, a Skylander, a vehicle, and a little trophy cup that gives you access to some racing levels in Superchargers, which is their racing game for the Skylanders franchise. And the reason why I got this and never opened it is kind of interesting, and that's because I actually got it very later after Superchargers came out. It's a really weird and funny thing, okay? I think I got this around 2020 or 2019. This was during the time Toys R Us was closing down, and while they were closing down, they had this deal where, like, as the time was progressing, they increased their like discount on everything in the store. You know, it slowly went from like 20 to 30 to 40, 50% off. I think even near the end it went to like 80 to 90% off everything in the store. And of course, because of that, you know, I wanted to go inside and look what they had, and they had some Skylander stuff, surprisingly. So they had a lot of Imaginators stuff, not a lot, mainly just the starter pack for Imaginators and a bit of extra Skylander stuff. And one thing that caught my eye for some reason was this kind of level pack. I have no clue why. I'm pretty sure because like that was the only one they had that was completely sealed. Like I have another one which is Scorp right here, like from Swap Force, but as you can see, there's literally tape around it because I guess it's been opened by some child. But you know, because of that, you know, it's like I don't really count that one. But this one was interesting because, you know, it is pretty sealed, pretty good for being sealed. So I bought that, and ever since then, you know, I've kept it in box. I have not opened it, and I don't know. It's kind of cool because if you think about it, like Superchargers came out in like 2016, and it's almost, logically speaking, it's almost been a decade since that game came out. It's almost like it's about to be a decade next year, but it's like almost like 9 years, almost 9 years, or like 8.5 years right now as I'm recording this. So it's like, that's crazy to think that I have this thing sealed for over years. I've had this sealed, so that's crazy to think about. I will most certainly never open this. I have no reason to open it. No offense, I really do not play Superchargers compared to every other Skylander game, so I have no reason to open this. And if I do, I'll actually be really mad at myself if I ever open it. So I'm gonna keep it like in my closet. I'm gonna keep it in like the corner of my closet to make sure it doesn't get scratched or anything. But I really do like the fact that I actually have like something sealed, because I know a lot of people talk about how keeping like stuff preserved is pretty cool. So I like to, you know, realize that I'm kind of part of that in a way with this. Now, something that is kind of cool, but unfortunately not preserved, but kind of cool to have, is the PS4 version of Skylanders Trap Team. Now, the reason why I have this, and this is kind of rare, is mainly because Skylanders Trap Team for the PS4 came around a year, I'd say, after the PS4 came out. And it was because of, you know, the fact that it was so recent in a way that I'm guessing it became pretty rare to get, because I would like to assume that, you know, a lot of kids, when they bought Skylanders, especially Trap Team, it was for the Xbox 360 and the PS3. And if they were to ever get a new console, I'm guessing they probably would have during that year, they would kind of like have no reason to buy the starter pack again. So like it was kind of like a really weird circumstance for Trap Team for the PS4 and Xbox One version. And because of that, they became actually pretty rare. I'm pretty certain they go for around like $100 online on eBay or Amazon. So they go for pretty expensive, again, because of that rarity of the fact that there's not really a way to get the game beyond like this physical copy. And the way I got it was kind of cool, but also kind of sad to think about, is that there were just some kids selling it through Facebook Marketplace, and they were selling it for $70, including like the whole starter pack. It was like, of course, open and all, but like, you know, I decided, you know what, let me just get that, because I was in the mood to play Skylanders Trap Team, because I was getting back into the phase again. And because of that, you know, I was like, you know what, let me just go all out and get the most kind of quote unquote premium version, which is the PS4 version. So I went and got it from that kid through Facebook Marketplace. That sounds really weird to say, honestly, but I kind of feel bad, because like if you think about it, like I'm pretty sure they're probably selling it because they had to, or they need money. And kind of, I don't know, it's just kind of sad to think about, you know. But at least I got a copy of Trap Team for the PS4, yay! You know, so that's pretty nice to have, and it does look graphically way better than like the 360 and PS3 version, especially the Wii version. God damn, that looks awful. But but honestly, like if you have a 360 or PS3, just play it on that console. Honestly, like if it's not really worth $100 to get a copy of a game that looks slightly better, you know. But I'm happy about it. And actually, as I'm recording this, I have been streaming a bit of Trap Team on Twitch. So if you want to go follow me on Twitch, that would be really great. And hopefully by the time this video comes out, I would still be playing Trap Team. I should be having schedules and stuff coming up soon, so you guys should keep an eye out and see if I have Trap Team on my schedule. And if that is the case, then you can go ahead and watch it and see how far I've gone, or like how good or bad I've been doing. So, you know, that would be nice to see. But anyways, enough of that shameless plug. Let's go on to the last thing that I have, and it's the fact that I have a bunch of various amiibos. Yes, so amiibos kind of vary in price, like rarity and price, because, you know, it's Nintendo, and like for like a whole lineup of figures like this, it kind of varies, because like I don't know, it's like I feel like it's up to Nintendo to decide what they want to have be rare or not, or what they want to have made for amiibos, like how much they want to make be rare, you know. So a lot of these I'd say aren't really rare, but in a way they also are, because depending on the circumstances, you would have a reason why these would be rare. And I think the rarest one out of all of this, I'd say, would be, I'd say like Min Min or Steve or Kazuya. I say Min Min or Steve, honestly, because I feel like I haven't seen those two come back in a while. I've seen like the other come back in a while from time to time, but like it's mainly just those two that I haven't seen. And I also honorable mention, I have Shulk and the Plague Knight from Shovel Knight. The main reason why I have those two is because I bought them from another game store a while ago. So of course that's why they're open and stuff. But I am going to make a video actually talking about each individual amiibo in my next video, or in an upcoming video. So actually keep an eye out for that. And that's all I'm going to talk about for now, as a little teaser or little edge to make you excited. That sounds really wrong. Actually, I shouldn't say that. But but anyways, that's all I have for today. Hope you guys enjoy this stuff. Apologies if I was like flexing too much, if I keep talking about how rare or good I have it with some of these products. It's just that you know, it's kind of, you know, it's like that thing where you like somehow get something pretty cool and you want to show it off to somebody, but like, you know, either a lot of people don't care or they're not really interested. So it's like, I want to take this opportunity to just kind of talk about what I want to talk about and like express, you know, my excitement for having some of these items. So hopefully you guys are okay with that. And if you are or aren't, please let me know in the comments down below why. And if you do like this type of video, feel free to leave a like and subscribe for potentially more videos like this, or even better videos like this, you know. But with that out of the way, I hope you all have a great day. All right, love y'all.